Brad,
Yes.
you remember this guy? I know it's been a little since Dota.
I got a beard and face paint.
Remember this?
I'm the master of beasts.
Remember when he would go like, "Rah!"
Stun a unit out.
And then there's, Timbersaw.
Yeah.
He's got Whirling Death.
Huh?
I-
Oh yeah.
And then there's
Jimmy the Wise. And Kana.
Kana, with her signature move that we all know, Prey on the Weak.
They named the creeps.
No.
Not all of them.
Not all of them.
Sorry, melee creep. You don't rate.
Sorry, Melee Creep. You don't rate here in Artifact, the Dota 2 card game. That's not the actual subtitle, even though I said it in a voice like it was.
Just Artifact?
Just
the name?
Artifact.
Okay.
And in fact, you can click Play Artifact. to
Boy,
play
howdy
Artifact.
does it look like Dota 2 in the menus.
Yes, this is built on the back of Dota 2 for sure.
It's a nice menu. I can't knock them for
No, totally. If you got it, use it.
one of the better menus I've seen.
So yeah, this is Valve's newest game since
For the first time in 5 years?
since Dota 2. I mean, there's been some other little guys here and there, but
Put out an arcade game,
yeah.
apparently, but this is the first new game on Steam from Valve.
That's right. It had
while.
I actually didn't get it today, but the first time I booted it up at home, I got that like with the guy and
wow.
the valve in the back of his head turning around slowly.
Yeah.
It was a sight for sore eyes. But yeah, so this is Artifact. This is the Dota 2 card game that was developed with Richard Garfield of Magic the Gathering fame.
Everybody I know who is into card games got very excited when
Yes.
his name was announced.
He is the dude. He did original Netrunner. He did a bunch of stuff, but I mean, Magic is obviously kind of his biggest claim to fame. So right now, this is a closed beta. A lot of people out there got keys from events like PAX and such. So right now, it's kind of this is what they're saying is close to final.
Almost final.
And so you got a lot of different modes here. You can play against bots, just test out some decks. You can play against your friends here. You can set up tournaments. And then there's casual play and expert play. And kind of, I hate that it breaks down like this, but this is free and this costs money.
Okay.
Casual play has global matchmaking. That's just straight up, get matched against somebody who has a similar MMR to you, even though that's not shown. Casual constructed, you bring in a deck that you've built ahead of time, try and get 5 wins before you get 2 losses. And then a sort of draft mode where you get 5 packs, you make a 60 card deck, try and get 5 before you get 2. This is kind of standard here. Much like Hearthstone's arena mode.
Yeah, to be clear, this game costs money.
Yes, this game costs $20.
Not free to play. So hang on, give me 2 seconds. Draft 60 cards for 5. So those 5 packs, these are all cards you get with purchase?
No, this is all. So these are all free.
Well, what I mean is
you
pay the $20 and you've got these cards.
You pay the $20, you get a bunch of cards, and then you also get 10 packs to open for free.
Oh, whoa, so you have a bunch of opened cards?
Yes.
And then some blind boxes is what you're saying.
And then you get some random ones here.
Have you opened all your packs?
I have, but I was thinking maybe I could buy a pack here. And then expert play has the same sort of similar modes, but there are rewards. You can get tickets, which are kind of the entry fee for these modes.
Oh, you're not buying cards to play this mode, you're buying entry.
Yes, except this one, you are buying 5 packs and 2 cards, but you get to keep the cards that you draft.
Play?
Every time you want to play this. So like, if you get 5 wins, you're gonna get 2 tickets, which gets you guaranteed re-entry.
I see.
3 packs, which would be 3 out of 5 to your next one, and you get to keep the 5 no matter what, even if you go 0-2.
Effectively, there is a buy-in to play this mode.
Yes, these 3 modes, which are all kind of similar to the casual play modes.
Interesting. And so you can't earn anything by playing casual, is what you're saying?
You cannot earn anything by playing casual, that's correct. That's kind of the biggest price point, sticking point I've seen so far. But then there's also the featured mode, which seems to be kind of events that'll rotate on a timer. This one goes till December 13th. This is by far the most interesting thing to me that I've seen so far.
Okay.
This mode is, there are 6 pre-constructed decks, all kind of based around a theme. So I'm gonna go ahead and try out one here. It's kind of it's the Meepo deck.
Of course you're gonna play Meepo.
It's about spamming your opponents with all sorts of tricks and stuff. And you can see here at the top, you'll see colors. So this is a black-green deck. This is a green deck. Green-red, red, red-blue, blue-black. The 4 colors are black, green, red, and blue.
Okay.
And those are each supposed to be an archetype of barbarian, druid, wizard, necromancer.
Okay.
I think it's based on the original D&D rolls, like way back 1.0.
Sure.
I don't know, Richard Garfield put out a big old talk about it, but let's just hop in here.
Let's just play the game. I want to see what it looks like. PC only for now?
Yes, PC only for now. I should have mentioned the gimmick of this mode is you choose one deck and kind of see how long you can ride it on a win streak. Again, no reward for this,
Okay.
but we'll see. Looks like I'm queuing.
Just doing it for the love of the game?
Yeah, I mean, it's a fun game. That's what I want to say up first and foremost is
Okay.
I'm having a good time with this.
All right.
It's complicated, and there's still some murkiness around the pricing issues that have yet to be seen, but so far, it's enjoyable.
Okay, yeah, not to get into the business model too much before we get into the actual game, but as long as you are having fun with your basic $20 purchase,
Yeah, totally.
then that's what matters.
So while did I not? I didn't. Now it's finding a match. So you can we can look at this collection thing more later, but these are all my cards here. Decks are built around, you get 5 heroes.
Okay.
You're usually gonna do 1 to 2 colors. So like a red-green deck is kind of all about sustainability because green has a lot of healing and life-based stuff and red has a lot of tankiness.
Okay.
And a blue-black is kind of around spells and tricks, that sort of just like control and that sort of thing if you're familiar with magic terms.
What's up with Debbie the Cunning?
Debbie, who's Debbie? Debbie the Cunning.
Whoa.
Oh, she's one of those, I forgot what they're called, but the speed kobolds, that's right.
Okay. Oh, so they're like jungle creeps?
Yeah.
As cards?
Well, these are heroes, but it's like a hero kobold, even though there's other kobolds in the game.
Okay.
Just like there's a hero creep,
Huh.
and a hero ogre.
So are all cards created equal between like I guess I came into this thinking like, of course there are over 100 heroes, those will be the cards in this, but now I'm seeing like creeps are cards, jungle creeps are cards, I saw the trebuchet is a card.
Yeah.
Like the cards that are not heroes from base Dota are just as powerful and just as important as the heroes, is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying they've added a lot. Not every Dota hero is a card yet, but there are some card heroes that aren't Dota heroes right now.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at, whether those cards are kind of just as meaningful as the actual heroes. Like a Debbie the Cunning could be just as useful as a Luna.
Well, she is a hero. Debbie the Cunning is a hero card.
Right, but not a hero in Dota is what I mean.
Yes,
Yeah.
sorry, because hero in this game means something very specific.
Different? Okay, so this is a live player?
Yes, this is a live player. So right out the gate, you can kind of see here we have 3 lanes, each with a tower on our side and their side. Let me see if I can actually do anything. I can't this turn, so I'll talk. The goal of the game is to destroy 2 lanes of towers, or destroy a tower which exposes the ancient in the same lane, but it has 80 health instead of 40, and then destroy the ancient.
Okay.
So you can win in 1 lane theoretically, but odds are you are going to win. At least all my matches have ended by 2 lanes falling.
Okay. This looks nice.
Yeah, so
Very nicely animated.
very, very good animation, especially on these little guys here, kind of Courier looking dudes. Okay, so I've got a bunch of cards here that all do different things. I've also got heroes and creeps on the board. So the little arrow is gonna signify who they attack. And if there's no one in front of the arrow, they're gonna attack my tower. So right now, Bounty Hunter is gonna hit my tower for 11 damage if I don't do something.
Okay.
So I'm thinking,
15 seconds remaining.
Oh boy.
oh geez. I actually don't think I can do anything to save it, but I'm gonna play
Don't think you're
an upgrade card. And I'll talk about those later as my opponent takes his turn. So it's kind of like Magic where you're trying to break through a line of creeps to hit the other person and take their hit points or tower points or whatever. You see here also, this is how much mana you have per turn. I've been tracked. Oh, fuck.
He's gonna get that bonus gold.
He is. He's gonna get 10 bonus gold when I die.
That's cool. That's cool that there are a bunch of concepts from Dota that we'll recognize.
Totally. I was playing a game with some people, just kind of talking about it, some Dota players, and it has like just enough Dota. It has those cards and those moves that you feel are very Dota-like. Like when you pull up a Blink Dagger move, it feels like, oh, he totally didn't see this Blink coming. I'm in another lane. I'm fucking up his tower now. So mana increases once you play all 3 lanes. You go back and forth until nobody can play anymore, basically. And then there's a deployment phase, and then your maximum mana goes up. So now I have 4 mana to use my cards with. There's also a shopping. Oh,
yeah, there's a lot going on here.
I'm not even going to talk about shopping yet.
Okay.
Because I don't have any gold. So now it's the hero deployment phase. Before every time you have heroes coming in hot. And so I want to, at this point you basically want to figure out, okay, which is the lane I'm really trying to win? Which are the 2 lanes I'm probably going to win, and which is the 1 lane I'm definitely going to lose, but I don't want to lose so hard that my ancient just gets fucked up. So right now my middle lane is in pretty rough shape, but I'm looking good over here. So I'm going to drop my ogre over here and put some more pressure on the left lane. Heroes and lanes are really important because you can't play cards unless you have a hero of that color in your lane. So now that I have this ogre here, I can play these cards if I have the mana in this lane.
Is it just a coincidence that you only have blue cards down there?
Yes, this is a blue-red deck.
Oh, right, okay.
So I will presumably get some red cards eventually. Let's see, what do I got?
Is it possible to have like all 4 colors in the same deck, or you have to keep it to 2?
You could.
But are you just spreading yourself too thin?
Yes, at that point. So you, a typical deck is about, oh, wait. Choose a unit, choose a combat target for it.
15 seconds remaining.
Man,
Okay,
this is not a game to talk about while you play it.
there we go, okay. So right there, basically, I've altered Axe, so he's going to be attacking this hero. You can't choose who attacks what, it's kind of just whatever's in front of it unless you use certain cards. And a lot of blue cards are kind of about doing that, about altering who is what, where, you can kind of swap creeps around, that sort of stuff. I don't know why, wait. He played a card, and now it's attacking Axe. Now Axe is attacking this instead of the target I just told him to attack.
Was it some kind of taunt maybe that diverted his?
No, this card just is kind of a straight up creep that just gets stronger. Well, that's fine. I don't have any other moves anyway, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pass my turn. He doesn't either. Actions resolve. On to the next lane.
Okay.
I'm just getting started.
So Luna has a passive. Before the action phase, deal 1 piercing damage to a random enemy and add a charge to 3 random Eclipse cards in your hand or deck. That'll come up later. And then I also have this kind of improvement on my board. That was that thing I played on the first turn. Improvements last throughout the whole game, and they just have little effects. Like this one deals 1 piercing damage to each enemy before the action phase.
Okay.
So how about I kind of stop the bleeding here. Use this card to summon some creeps.
I read that as summon 3 Meepo creeps for a second. It's like,
Well, I definitely can summon a Meepo. Eventually.
All right, mate. Put him up.
I would say a lot of this game so far for me, I've kind of got the basics now. I've played maybe 4 hours, and I understand the basics flow of the game. I understand kind of when and where I should be applying pressure, when I should be defensive, that sort of stuff. And now it's more of an issue of just kind of finding out what all the cards do and what the strategies are around decks. Centaur here is a good hero to have in a lane that you don't want to lose because he's tanky. You can see he has 10 health here, 4 damage, and he has return, which if you know Dota straight up, you know what that means.
Yeah.
You hit him, he has +2 retaliate. One really cool thing about this game, double click any card,
okay.
and you can let's see, unlikened.
Kind of get the,
You can
scoop on everything.
Get the scoop on everything. Well, it's weird. It's not really working with hero cards. But let's say I do this one. Any underlined word too,
wow.
I can just know what this means. Summon, create, and immediately put into an empty combat
Okay,
position.
that's helpful.
You can see I killed his hero there, so I got a little bit of gold. Every creep kill I think is 1 gold, and every hero kill I think is 3 gold.
Okay.
And that gives you access to items.
Blink dagger.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna buy a blink dagger. And so these items can kind of be equipped on any hero.
Are all those cards in that shop you just bought from cards that you have, quote unquote, like that are in your collection?
That are in this deck.
Okay.
You also, so you assign, a deck is built with 5 heroes, 40 or more normal cards, and normal cards are creeps,
Modifiers and
spells, and modifiers, and then 9 item cards.
Okay.
Or more. But again, you kind of, I shouldn't have put my meepo there. Oh well, wasn't really thinking. I played enough cards to kind of know that in a card game, you really want to go with the minimum size deck when available, just because it reduces RNG, kind of increases consistency and all that.
But you will not see cards in that shop that you don't already own.
No.
Okay.
So we got some straight up spell cards here. Just, these are kind of the easiest to understand. I got poof. So move Meepo to an allied Meepo's lane. Okay, so I want to leave this Meepo here because I don't really have any Meepos to poof to, but then maybe I'll drop a Meepo over here later. For now, let's just draw some cards.
Remaining.
Another aspect I've noticed about blue is just like you're drawing a lot of cards, a lot of spells, and then you're building up to late game turns where you're just blasting away the other opponent. And kind of scroll through here. There's no max hand size, and there's no max number of creeps that can be on a board.
Okay.
So let's just use his active there. Sacrifice, condemn another ally and draw a card. If that ally has 6 or more attack, draw an extra card.
Sacrifice?
Yeah.
This game is outdated.
Exactly. Dude, he can sacrifice heroes.
Lich doesn't have sacrifice anymore.
It's crazy. He can sacrifice anyone he damn well pleases.
I'm looking around. Is there like a turn timer? I keep seeing like the 15-second warning popping.
Yeah, so there is a turn timer that's not apparent. You get that 15 seconds.
It's not visible all the time?
No.
Huh.
Getting tracked again. Well, guess what?
I don't think so.
Oh, can I not? Oh, I'll do it. I'll be able to do it next turn. But I'm going to blink my ogre away. I don't want him to die yet.
Will that purge that track?
It won't, but it'll keep him alive for another turn, and I might be able to do something cunning and keep him alive longer, you know. But that means, as an effect, Bounty Hunter is going to hit my tower, or Darkseer.
So track is a separate ability from the Bounty Hunter card?
Yeah, so track is one of Bounty Hunter's signature cards. So that's one other thing that's in decks. Whenever you take a hero, you also get 3 copies of their signature card.
Okay.
And track is Bounty Hunter's signature card.
And you can play that without him being in the lane?
Yep, it's just a 3 mana black card. You need a black hero in the lane, but it can be Bounty Hunter, it can be Necrophos.
That might be where coming from Dota and also having no card game experience gets confusing, because I would have thought that track would be something that you would play the Bounty Hunter card to use,
Yeah.
as opposed to a totally separate card.
It just helps that it synergizes with Bounty Hunter because Bounty Hunter gets a 50% chance to get +4 attack.
Okay.
So he's really good at just like, suddenly I can take out your tracked target. You know, the signature cards don't have to be played with certain heroes, but they do have synergy with those heroes, typically.
So he doesn't even have to be on the board for you to use track?
Nope, just a black hero in the lane.
Okay.
15 seconds remaining.
Choosing in it. I'm gonna have my ogre attack Bounty Hunter? No, it has to be a neighbor.
5 seconds remaining. 3, 2.
I don't even know if that was good. Oh, right, I wanted to summon a Meepo. Damn it. Well, at least I'm not going to take any tower damage.
Is your side random? Or are you always radiant? Do you get that sometimes? Have you ever been
You are
dire?
always radiant, I think.
Really?
Now that you've mentioned that,
Huh.
at least I haven't noticed myself being dire.
Huh. I mean, I assume it's just an arc treatment. Probably doesn't affect the game.
Yeah. Okay, I need to really, I can't summon a Meepo in this lane because I don't have a blue hero. I actually can't do anything because I don't have any red cards. Where are all my red cards? This deck has red cards, right? I wish there was a way to look at my deck list. I don't think there is, though.
Can't lead the rebellion if I'm dead.
So he played another improvement. This one's a real motherfucker. there's an ally green hero in this lane, allies have a 50% chance of surviving with 1 health when they would normally die. So we'll shop. Let's see. This. So this phase right now, he has a hero to deploy. Basically, so I'll talk about heroes a little more, since I feel like the hero placement and deployment and tracking heroes kind of is the most important part about this game, because A, heroes are strong. They're gonna have the best stats of any card that you can play. B, they limit you what cards you can or cannot play in a lane, right?
Based on color.
Based on color and what lane you put them in. So really, this phase here is kind of where you're choosing your strategy for the next 3 turns, basically. He's choosing where he wants his Lycan to go. When a hero dies, they go to the fountain. And what that basically means is they won't be back. You will be able to redeploy them 1 full turn later.
Okay. At full health?
Yes, and keeping any equipment that you've given them.
Huh, okay.
So my Ogre, he's gonna come back next round with that Blink Dagger. You can see now. So the only part about this game I still don't understand at this point is, I'll point it out during the next deployment phase, but during the deployment phase, it chooses what creeps are gonna attack who and where. I don't exactly know how that's determined yet.
It's not just what's in front of them?
It's not just what's in front of him always, because this creep, I presumed, would just go straight and hit my tower.
Right.
But he's gonna hit Meepo. Maybe creeps aggro towards heroes?
10 seconds
Oh
remaining.
God. Okay.
That's how it works in Dota.
I'm
right?
just gonna pull this card off. Make these guys kill each other. Almost. Did I totally miscalculate that? I did.
Well, he has that modifier, right, that has a chance of keeping him alive.
Oh, you're right.
That's why he has 1
That's
health.
okay. He's got Iron Shell, +3 retaliate. When I hit him, I'll take 3 damage. I'm gonna go ahead and
Thank you.
heal up my axe.
Stone Hall Cloak.
Yeah, so there's some things in here that aren't in Dota. They actually just added Ring of Tarask to Dota, which was an artifact item.
Huh. Yeah, I was just about to say, like, it's gonna start going both ways, right?
Yep.
Start your countdown for the Stone Hall Cloak to show up in Dota.
So this here, right now, what's happening is kind of one of my bigger problems with the flow of the game, is that you get to a point in the late game where, let's say I used a 6 mana card, and I just like, that's my whole turn, this card, and then maybe some items here and there. But now I just have to wait for him to do his thing. I can't do anything, I pass. Gotta wait, see if he has another move. Nope, fine, that's not too bad.
So what, it's just the downtime?
Yeah, there's a lot of downtime. That's kind of why you're on these timers here. I've never had a game get close to being called on time, but okay, wait. I'm gonna summon a Meepo. I didn't want to summon it there. Oops. You know what's allied. Maybe I'll swap these 2 guys. Finally getting some red cards. Up here, this is kind of the most useful area for figuring out what's going on. At any time, you can double click and just kind of see the whole board state. But this up here is a really useful reference because these are the 3 lanes. It shows which heroes are in which lanes, which heroes are currently going to die when. So like this turn, if everything goes normally, Meepo and Bounty Hunter are gonna die, except I'm gonna swap them. And it shows what heroes are coming down the line in deployment. So next turn, I'll be able to deploy Ogre, and the turn after that, he'll be able to deploy Lich. It also has your tower health here.
Okay.
So you kind of, this is the kind of area you're always looking at up here when you're just thinking about, you know, when you kind of figured out your card plays, everything you're gonna do that turn, kind of just go around the board looking.
These matches are a commitment, aren't they?
Yes, they are. I've had them go between 25 and 45 minutes.
Huh. Just like a Dota match.
Just like a Dota match. I think that time will go down as
And
people get more comfortable with it.
Sure. Is there any, like, pausing a match and resuming it later?
Had it in me, did ya?
I don't think so.
Any kind of play by email?
Does not look like it. Maybe with friends there's an option for that.
Okay.
All right, so I saved my meepo, which is nice because I'm gonna try poofing around next turn.
Get rid of the wolf. We have larger prey to hunt.
Add this modifier here.
Hands of the arena.
That's cool. Some custom dialogue based on what's on the board.
Yeah, and you get like,
Who was
sometimes you get some interaction. I think that was
Centaur?
Axe?
That's Centaur.
Or it was Centaur.
I think it was
You're
Centaur.
right. There he is, down there.
Yeah, that's neat.
Sometimes you get like cards talking to each other,
Yeah.
like Lich and
Yeah.
whoever.
Kunkka and Tidehunter.
Yeah. Shop. Sheep's Guard. Oh, this card's really good.
Demagicking Maul.
And I'll get a health
15
potion.
seconds remaining.
I've kind of, there are some Dota habits that carry over to this game to an extent. I always buy TP Scroll if it's for sale.
Okay.
It just seems really good. Like I would never not want one because it'll just pull your hero back to the fountain. So if they like line up this super turn to kill your hero, you can just peace out.
Huh.
And that kind of goes back to that Dota flavor I was talking about, where I think they did a good job of building a card game from the ground up that just works as a card game, and then worked as much Dota into it as they could.
Okay.
Kind of melded it in here and there with flavor, with cards, with descriptions, with those voice lines you talked about.
I'm surprised they didn't do custom mouse cursor for this.
Oh, dude, just wait. There's going to be custom cursors, custom boards, custom these guys. Buy the new, I can't even remember who won the Arcana. Rubik. Buy the new Rubik Arcana in Dota and get a Rubik-themed
Arcana?
board.
Weird.
Yeah. People were saying, oh, that means they'll have to do a custom animation for all his stolen supers.
I wouldn't hold my breath for that.
Okay, so I've got Eclipse ready. I can also poof away. There's a lot of things I can do here. I gotta think now, Brad.
All right. Talk us through.
So I'm thinking, so I want to win I want to win this lane.
15 seconds remaining.
No, I want to win mid. I'm gonna sacrifice this lane. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get Meepo out of here.
I think it's time to move along.
So he's gonna poof his way over there, do some damage to those guys. And then I'm gonna just focus on stopping the bleeding in this lane. I'm gonna summon some creeps maybe, depending on what he does.
Are you sacking mid?
I'm fighting mid.
Okay.
I've moved my Meepos to mid.
I feel like the right is where you're doing the best, right?
Yes, I have a pretty good advantage there. My kind of main strategy here is just gonna be stay alive as long as I can.
Okay. Try to win mid and right?
Yes.
Are those the turns, left and right?
So far,
No, there's no top and bottom.
I haven't seen a lot of people talking about it. It battles enemy neighbors. Oh, this is pretty good. I'm just gonna have Axe use his signature card here. Oh my God, it worked again.
Ah! Is that permanent? It doesn't go away after it procs the first time?
No, this.
Man,
Well, there are
sucks.
cards. There are cards, and specifically cards in this deck that will get rid of improvements.
Man, that's terrible. Like if the RNG is on their side, the card is just kind of unkillable.
Yeah, this has been the card I've seen the most controversy around.
Huh.
Kind of, I've done some light browsing around forums and Reddit and that sort of stuff. So I wonder if I can. Does it have to be another lane that I poof to? Can I just? No. Oh, it's not my turn. Because if I can poof to this Meepo, which is how it works in Dota, you can poof to a Meepo that's right next to you. So I'm expecting it to work here. It's just free damage.
Ready to go another round.
It's got that sound effect.
Yeah. The damage that's showing on the towers there, is that potential damage?
Yes.
Based on what is currently set up?
Correct.
Okay.
All right, I'm just gonna double down on Ignite. Keep this lane toasty.
They ain't gonna be able to recognize you after I'm through.
Oh, you can, like, does it stack, I assume?
It does.
Okay.
And you can have unlimited, although most decks only include like, I don't know, 6, 7 of these upgrades or whatever.
And those take mana?
Yes. So you see down, I'm down to 4 out of 7. And then
Do they continue to take mana every turn afterwards? Or just when you play them?
just when you play them the first time. I'm going to give Meepo this hammer. And it has an active here where I can condemn an enemy improvement only if the hero is unblocked. I'm going to... Oh, are those not... These are not improvements. These are continuous effects. Okay. So I'm still learning terminology.
Yeah.
I guess they don't have any improvements. What are improvements then? Is this an improvement? No, it's an item.
1
this an
minute until
improvement?
forced surrender.
Oh.
That's a status effect. Shit. Okay. Well, looks like I need to think less, talk faster, and play faster. Which is always a winning combination in a card game.
Yeah. So if that timer runs out, you just
1
lose?
minute until forced surrender.
I believe so.
Like lose, the whole match.
Yeah, I've never seen it happen.
Well, I mean, you're working with some overhead here.
I forgot that if one Meepo dies, they all die. So giving him that hammer was not the greatest move, but
Wait, every card in every lane? Every Meepo?
every Meepo.
Wow.
1 minute until forced
I
surrender.
get it.
It honors it.
Double down again. You give Centaur double edge this turn too. Give him a massive tower
1
hit.
minute until forced surrender.
There is no glory without sacrifice.
Let's talk more action.
Yeah, I'm thinking 8 steps ahead now. Man, I'm operating on another
1
level.
minute until forced surrender.
It's not even 1 minute though, it's 42 seconds.
Your blade can strike me.
But did you just get bonus time?
You do.
Okay.
After a full turn, you get 2 minutes.
I see.
So you see here, I got Luna coming in, and next turn I'll have my Meepos back.
Luna looking a little smug there.
Yeah, I feel like she was always a little up on her high cat. So do I have any charges? Oh, I do have charges. So this kind of fed into this, right? So every time this triggered, I got a random charge added to my Eclipse cards, and you can see now I will be dealing 15 piercing damage, 3 at a time to random enemies.
Looks like
Or to a random enemy.
you're just about to win on the right. Or take the tower.
Yeah. So I kind of don't need to deploy any more heroes over there. Okay. Oh, here we go. I'm definitely doing this.
Does that nullify
You're
that?
not getting away.
Yeah, this will condemn. It means mark it for death. There's an effect called Death Shields, which will save it, but basically you get to kill it.
Do you get to
Oh.
do you get to pick what it targets?
Did he silence me?
Ah!
He silenced my axe, which means I can't play any
any red cards?
Red cards, yeah.
That's rough.
Well, I can heal him, keep him alive for a turn at least, but I'm gonna lose this tower next turn probably. I really hope this kills him. If this doesn't kill him, I'm gonna be livid. So here in the early turns are really easy to kind of figure out. You're playing 1, 2 cards max.
Yeah.
But once you get up to 8, 10 mana, and you have like cards that draw cards and just all sorts of other effects.
I have to point out that Darkseer did not die.
Motherfucker. 3 for 3. Well, I'm poised to take mid.
And right, it seems like?
Yeah, and right, probably. I can probably do some bullshit. So let's see. Don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Let's get a meepo in here. Why not? And so yeah, now this meepo is automatically going up and over. So I think maybe what it is, so there's a, I don't know what the word, there's a term in this game called neighbor. And what neighbor means is the card in front of you or to the left and to the right of the card in front of you. So kind of these 3 cards for this guy, these 3 cards for this guy, that's what neighbor means. So any of these 3 cards. I feel like when a creep or a hero hits the board, it is going to first target the card across from it. If there is no card across from it, it will target one of its neighbors. If there's no neighbors, it will target the tower.
Okay.
I could be wrong on that front, but that seems to match up with what I've been seeing here in this game.
Dang. That looked like a successful turn.
Yeah, it feels good. Everything's sort of starting to come together. This is where this deck kind of hits this power spike once you have enough mana to get, like, I got a lot of dudes on the board. Not in that first lane, because I kind of sacrificed that. What?
Another cheating death.
Oh, well, at least this time I can play this. He didn't silence me.
Nice.
Yoink!
Oh man, that's pretty good.
That was good. That's the first time I've seen that.
I wasn't sure I wanted to play this right up until that. Now I might have to give it a shot.
Yeah, this game is polished.
Well, not
feels good.
only because it looked nice in terms of the art treatment, but also just like that was a great fuck you.
Yeah.
Like he just played that thing, he never even got it to do anything.
Yep. There's also like all sorts of symbols. So lightning bolt here means you get initiative, which means you basically get to play again. There's cards that can be played in any lane. They have little arrows next to them, so like I could play it over here from this lane if I wanted to. Let's see.
1 minute until forced surrender.
Seems like you want to go hard here
Yeah,
and just try to get this tower and.
So let's get a meepo. Oh, I got multicast. Hell yeah.
Oh, wow.
So finally Ogre's passive triggered for me.
So if you get this tower, that doesn't stop him from continuing to play in this lane, right?
No, it'll just go to 0. So any damage I do that is 7 or over will reset the tower up to 80.
1 minute until forced surrender.
Meaning that it's the exposed ancient?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm feeling good here. I really just gotta not get trounced in this lane. I understand that he'll probably take this tower, but I can't let him get the tower and the ancient. So I think I'm just gonna soup Axe up here,
15 seconds
kind of give him
remaining.
some love. Finally kill this bounty hunter that's been on the board all game. I got 2 meepos. Should just put a meepo in every lane, right?
Yeah.
So I don't want this meepo to die. Maybe I'll just poof him over here.
Who are those little dudes? Those supposed to be couriers?
These guys? I thought they were Greevils. I got in an argument with Matt Pasquale about if these are Greevils or not. It's undetermined.
Say so? Maybe? I don't know. Probably.
Meepo seems very good for blue decks because you can so easily have one in all 3 lanes. That means you're going to be able to play these cards in any lane.
Good choice.
Let's hit him with the Eclipse. Oh, this is going to
Wow.
be good. Oh, he's
Damn.
finally dead. Fuck you, Darkseer!
Wow. That was pretty great.
Dude, I'm not even going to lose tower this turn. And I got 2 more of these guys raring to go.
That was pretty potent.
Chain Frost is like especially fun to watch. Echo Slam.
Wow.
There's a lot of those big team fight ults that just manifest themselves in really cool ways.
This seems kind of cool.
It's pretty cool.
Maybe.
Oh. Wait, why did it play that? There we go.
Is that just the you can't do this noise?
Yeah.
All right. Appropriate. Man, this seems all right.
Yeah.
I mean, setting aside the insane learning curve, and if you've never played a card game before, oof.
Yeah, I think the tutorials are really good at walking you through.
Okay.
They have you play 2 matches, one with each of the 2 kind of default decks.
Okay. That's good to hear.
And it's very slow. It takes it very slow.
Okay.
It like forces you kind of to play by their rules.
There was never an
Oh, you conceded. You
Whoa.
conceded!
Oh man! I wanted to see you take a tower, but
Yeah.
I can back it up.
All right.
There we go.
Huh.
I had won.
Was he really just in that dire a situation?
It was pretty rough. Me destroying his left board there kind of took away his only route to victory, which would have been like killing my ancient.
Okay.
Which I don't really think he would have been able to do anyway, but I think he was demoralized after that huge win. So if I was to keep playing this call to arms thing, I'm locked into this Meepo deck. I want to get as big of a win streak as I can. No reward, unfortunately.
Is that just for bragging rights then, the win streak?
It must be, but I don't see like a leaderboard either, you know? Because you can see your friends, you can see who's playing and stuff like that, but you can't really see how they're doing.
I don't know. I mean, I haven't played this game yet, so I'm not speaking from a position of experience, but not being able to earn anything in a game that you buy with money
Yes.
by playing it seems a little harsh.
I agree. I think ultimately they need to figure out something about either earning packs or recycling cards to get cards that you want. Like I think the Hearthstone model, there's problems with it, but I think as far as digital card games goes, it's one of the more lenient ones and one of the more ones that others should use as an example.
I mean, there needs to be some feeling of progression, right?
Yeah, there needs to be
other-
some feeling of progression.
I mean, maybe this sounds misguided, but I started to say, what is the point of playing the game if you can't progress by playing it?
Oh, yeah.
I would not maybe do this. Jan, do we have a contingency plan here? We did not discuss this.
Jan, cut the black. Thank you.
I would like to see the card pack opening animation.
Yeah, we're still here, everyone.
Let's talk
Thank
amongst
God.
ourselves. Now I know where you live.
And my phone number. Oh, that's all good. That's all good info to have up there. Please return to my transaction. Oh, that's been buggy. Authorize.
Okay.
All right, Jan.
All right,
we go.
so you've bought a one call to arms pack. Is that the most basic? What's that?
$2 for one pack?
Is that the most basic purchase you can make?
I think it's the only purchase you can make.
So there's only one type.
I mean, I could buy 25 packs for $50.
Wait, is that no discount at all?
$2 for one? Yeah.
What? I mean,
Or it's like
14
cents.
It's like 15 cents off ish or something. What? Whew, I don't know, man.
let's open it up, baby.
Okay, well, that's good. That's a nice animation.
Woo! Cards. And then, so you hover over. Oh, that's a hero.
Okay. What's up with that one? Is that the special card?
Yeah.
Oh, you got it!
Hey, I'm the motherfucker now. Well, yeah. So that's artifacts. We'll take a look at this again later once it's out, and maybe
Yeah.
they'll have resolved some of the monetary murkiness around it.
You said there are features that aren't in yet?
Yeah, they've been talking about, some things aren't final. They just put in this Phantom Draft, which is kind of like the arena mode in Hearthstone,
Okay.
right before the patch went live. So kind of, if you're out there, if you're playing this, hit your head against it. Put the word out there, talk about if you're having a good time with it. Talk about if you think it's a kind of a ripoff.
Yeah, it seems super polished and really interesting, but no free progression and no mobile version. Those are big hurdles to overcome for me.
Yeah, and no competitive free
Yeah.
is kind of my biggest issue. Like this mode has an MMR, so to speak, but it's not visible anywhere. There's no leaderboards. I don't even know if I'm progressing,
Yeah.
But that's Artifact. It's
Right.
it's in beta right now.
This looks cool.
It's fun. It's confusing.
Yeah.
It might be a little expensive, but it has a lot of potential.
$20 seems okay, except setting aside that you need to keep spending money after that.
Exactly.
But that's cool. Yeah,
I'm gonna keep my eye on
Yeah,
that.
we'll keep an eye on this for sure.
Thanks, Brad.
Yeah.
Brothers and sisters,